Hi, welcome to the TLTF Summit series. I'm Carly Levin and excited to be here today with Sateesh Nori to talk about the upcoming TLTF Summit and learn more about one of our advisory board members. Great to have you. Where are you calling in from today?
Yeah, hey Carly. I'm actually in India, in a town called Agra. Those who are familiar with India know this is where the Taj Mahal is. And so I'm here with my family. My kids are going to see it for the first time. So
Ama-
very exciting.
Amazing. Next time we'll have to record from right in front of there to really.
Yeah, right. It's just too sunny. It's too sunny. It's 102 degrees.
Oh wow. Well, stay cool while you're there. Well,
Yeah.
for those who are listening who have not met you before, can you give us your background, how you ended up in this world of legal tech and transformation?
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up here by accident. I'm a legal services lawyer in New York City, and that's all I've ever done. I did that for 20 years, right out of law school. I went to law school to try to help people, and I thought I'd do human rights work, but I ended up in legal services. And although the 20 years was really rewarding, it was also very frustrating because I realized the legal system is broken for so many people, not just low income people, but middle class people. Lawyers aren't serving most of America. And when they do serve people, it's very expensive and it's not the best service, let's be honest. So I got into legal tech thinking like maybe this is a way to do better. And then AI hit around that same time. And when I saw my first demo of an AI tool, I thought, this is the end of lawyers. This is it. What are we dragging our feet for? And what brings me to TLTF is that I think people here are really thinking about what's next. How's it going to look? Who's going to pay for it? And so on. So I'm very excited to learn from and contribute to the community. And I'm really excited to go to Scottsdale. It'll be so much fun.
Well, lawyers are still around. The AI hasn't replaced them yet. What in your work and what you see every day, what are you most looking forward to this year? What are you most excited about?
Yeah, a month or two ago, we saw Claude release Claude Skills. And I think that really posed a serious threat to a lot of legal tech companies, whether they're going to admit it or not. It's like the Titanic has hit the iceberg and we're just waiting for the next big thing to happen. Is the ship going to go down? How many casualties are there going to be? But it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And what Claude signals is that this tech is going to be available to a lot of people pretty cheaply. So if you're going to offer a product, you better be darn good. And it's got to have a good ROI. It's got to be scalable. It's got to be affordable or worthwhile and worth the value. And that's going to hit a lot of people. I think in the next 6 months, we might see some consolidation. Some people just fold, um, people gobbling each other up and so on. So I think that's the biggest thing right now that I'm thinking about, and I think a lot of people are talking about. What is the entry of Claude, OpenAI, Perplexity as of this week, and others mean for those who have been building legal tech for the last 2 years?
And what's amazing is how much has changed since January 1st and how much will change
Mm.
between today and when the summit actually happens. What do you think we'll be talking about at the summit? What do you think the biggest trend we'll be talking about at the summit will be?
I think we're going to see a lot more AI powered law firms and the questions around who owns them and what can they do and how much can they really how much legal work can they do using technology, how profitable will they be, are they going to be able to compete with big law? And I think that's going to be huge by the time we get together in November. We're seeing it already. I just read that Garfield, I think, in England just won. It's an AI platform. It won a trial on behalf of a client. So, we already knew that was possible. A lot of people doubted the tech. I think it's doubting the tech is over. It's like doubting whether elevators go up and down. It's kind of a dumb question at this point. The real question is going to be like, who's going to be doing the work and what kind of models are they going to be employing? How much are they going to cost? And I think we might see, I'm going to say it here by November, maybe a big law firm or two go away, call it quits, because I just don't see how a model in which office space and high cost people are is a good way forward.
I like the
But I could be
bold. I
wrong.
like the bold prediction. I'm curious if it was a deliberate choice. You said AI powered law firm versus AI native law firm. Do you have an
Yeah,
opinion
maybe.
there?
Yeah, maybe like AI native seems to imply there's no people there, but I don't think we're there yet. And maybe AI powered is more accurate. Like a lot of people, or maybe a fewer number of people using AI and doing a lot more work at cost or scale, rather than just AI serving as lawyers, or a lawyer for anyone, which is what AI native implies, but it's not really much of a distinction. But I think it's good to be accurate. Like AI native might scare people. Like, does that mean there's no people there? Like, well, how does it work exactly?
Yeah, and how do you can't go back in time to be native versus
Yeah,
changing what you do today.
yeah.
Beyond November, where do you think the industry is headed? What's the change on the horizon for the overall industry?
For me, I think it's about consumer tech. It's about B2C. Um, the question that I've been asking myself a lot lately is, what are lawyers for? Why do lawyers exist? And I think for a long time, lawyers served as a bridge, as a kind of guide between people and the law as it's written. And, that bridge is getting shorter and shorter. And soon you'll just be able to bypass the bridge altogether. And that's where like consumer tech comes in. So, is it legal Zoom or legal doom? That's the question. And I think a lot of companies are going to be saying, why do we need to build stuff for lawyers? They're terrible customers, they're risk averse, they have a lot of objections. Let's just build stuff for people, like an Uber for law, a Google for law. And even if we don't do it, like Google's going to do it, OpenAI is going to do it, Anthropic's doing it, right? And so, do we have any choice in the matter? Like, are we just going to be cut out? And if so, let's embrace it. Let's jump into it. Let's work with them and build stuff. Maybe a personal pay 99 cents to answer a legal question, and that's scalable times a million every day. That's a good model, I think. But I don't know. I mean, I think that's where I'd like to see things go. I think it has the power to democratize access to justice. I think we'll all be better off if we can all get our legal disputes resolved cheaply and efficiently, rather than the way it is now, which just takes forever and costs an arm and a leg. So that's where I think we might be headed.
For the founders listening, is there something at the top of your wish list that you would like to see in consumer that you haven't seen yet?
Well, I think a lot of people have ideas, but the wish list is about the regulations. Like, are people going to prosecute companies that offer legal help directly to people? And, we know that AI is not a lawyer. That's pretty easy to say. But what if AI is giving good legal help, helping people fill out forms, navigate courts, and so on? Um, I'd love to see people embrace that. Maybe some laws change. Instead, we seem to be going the other way, which is ban this stuff. It's bad. It's scary. Boo hoo. And that I think is the wrong path. But I'd love to see some opening of the regulations on AI, which sounds like I'm like all for big tech, but that's not what I'm saying at all. I mean, I think big tech's going to do what they want to do. We should, in the legal community, um, go with the flow a little bit and maybe recapture some of our value and our worth.
And we're seeing it a little bit in some state in varying states with paralegals and
Mhm.
paralawyers and other roles opening up, but we need to have the
Yeah.
same opening up for AI services.
Yeah. And it's kind of the Wild West. You don't know what's happening in each state and what's going to happen. And, in New York, a congressional race was decided on the question of AI regulation. And the AI kind of candidate lost. So interesting what's going to happen next.
Anything else you're looking forward to for the summit?
It's going to be great to hang out with people. It's such a great event. It's well run. There's so much social interaction. There is so much knowledge sharing, and I've met so many people. Last time I was there, made connections that I'm still reaping the benefits from today. So I'm just really excited to see everybody again, meet some new people, and learn about what's to come. It's really a great window into the future.
We will be talking about all this and more in November, and I look forward to seeing you in Scottsdale. Enjoy your trip.
Thanks, Carly. See you there.
Thank you.